the bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. Let's go.
What's good? What's good? We're going to get some people time to join. What's good?
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. Let's go.
What's good? What's good, man? The game week, big game on tomorrow. I hope you guys are excited. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me clearly. Shirley in the house. She says, hello, everyone. What's good, Shirley? Big game, big game. Hey, what's the network? Drop the network for anybody that know. Appreciate that, Life as Lauren. I'm not sure what channel this game going to be on. Okay, appreciate it, Casey. Where are y'all chiming in from? Reba in the house, Casey, Life is Lauren, Classy Red, Shirley. What's good? What's good? Where y'all chiming in from? Hit the like button on y'all way in. Dallas Fort Worth in the house. Dallas Fort Worth. It's a big game on tomorrow. I'm so excited. Cali in the house. I love Cali. I definitely love Cali. Nashville, Tennessee. I like Nashville as well. Nashville in the house. Pony up. Casey says, super excited for tomorrow. Yes, I'm very, very excited for tomorrow. This is playoff atmosphere. This game going to be like a playoff type of game. LaShonda in the house. She says St. Louis is here. St. Louis is in the house. St. Louis is in the house. But yeah, the game tomorrow is going to be a playoff type of atmosphere. 3:00 p.m. Central Time. Kenneth in the house. What's good? He's from Greenwood, Mississippi. Oh yeah, you know I represent Greenwood, Mississippi, man. I'm from Mississippi as well, so I love to see my Mississippi people in the chat. Super big game tomorrow. Shout out to you, bro. Good channel over here. Appreciate it. Represent. Yes, big game tomorrow. It's definitely a big game. We're gonna definitely go through the interview with Romy Bean and Coach Prime. They spoke about the game for tomorrow. But yeah, very big game for BIG-12 conference seeding. You know, a lot of teams lost during the bye week, so it put us in position to really make some noise. Mag, what's good? What's good, Steven? YouTube user in the house, what's good with you? How are you doing? Andrea in the house. Baltimore, Maryland. Mandatory for the Buffs to walk away with the dub. Yes, mandatory. Casey says Fox Sports. So yeah, the game Fox Sports. For those that wanted to know, I think that was Classy Red. Yeah, so it's gonna be Fox Sports. Duke in the house. Duke says SkoBuffs Nation. Facts. Very, very excited for this game, and this is great for both teams. A lot of familiarity between both coaches. Texas Tech head coach Bucky, that is well off media. They very familiar with each other as far as Coach Prime and their head coach. So it's gonna be a great game. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I feel like it's gonna be a high scoring game. Texas Tech love to run a very fast tempo style offense. They have the number one offense in the Big 12. I did not know that until I actually did my research. I thought Colorado was number one, but according to the stats, Texas Tech has the number one offense. So expect fireworks tomorrow, man. Expect some fireworks, and it's gonna be in Texas. So this is gonna be it's a great time to watch some football around this time of the year. Coach Barry in the house. He says, "Hey, Mag Dog, do you know if Taj McCoy is playing this game? Is he injured? I'm not sure on Taj. That's a great question." San Antonio, Texas. Keith in the house. What's good, Keith? Bahamas. What's good? Shout out to you in the Bahamas. Every game is a playoff game from here on out. Facts. I was finna ask about Dayon Hayes. He's been out for weeks. Yes, he has been out. I'm not sure the latest on Dayon. Alabama in the house. Texas Tech player injury report for Colorado game. Questionable key players. Cornerback starter. Brandix Lux. Shoulder. Linebacker. Charles Esters. And the safety. CJ. It's I don't think that's going to be a big problem for Texas Tech because their defense is not as they have a problem getting to the quarterback. So even with those guys in, I feel like Colorado on offense is going to get away with their defense. I do feel like it's going to be high scoring, but I think it's going to come down to a few turnovers because I think our defense is just a little bit better than Texas Tech. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the interview, and we'll react to it. I'm going to share the live link for anybody that want to react with me. But with this one, you have to have your camera on because we doing a live interview.
Welcome into Coach Prime's Playbook. Joel Klatt banging the table for CU. We love to hear it. We got another special guest this week. We had Robert Livingston before the bye. We got offensive coordinator Pat Shermer going to join us for this first segment. Before we dive into the offense, though, I mean, best bye week ever. I'm just curious, your reaction when you see Iowa State go down, you see Kansas State go down. How do you handle that with your team when it's almost some success thanks to some other guys?
You're excited of the opportunity. Yeah. But you want to keep not only the team, you want to keep the coaches like, all right, don't look too far ahead. Let's take our time. Let's stay consistent with what we've been doing because it's been working. Let's not start putting too much on this and putting too much on that and start believing the hype and the rankings. Let's just calm down and focus.
When you talk about keep doing what we're doing offensively, look, we've never had a question about quarterback play, but it feels like week after week, Pat, the run game, pass pro, line play, everything is just getting better and better.
Yeah, that's definitely true. On the first segment, I agree with Coach Prime. We cannot allow the rankings and all the praises get the best of us because we know a lot of these people out here that's bragging about Colorado right now was on the other side of the train before the season. So I hope the players are still feeling like, they are doubted, and I hope they're ready to go. That's a lot of key injuries. Texas Tech's DB are the worst in the Big 12. They are in trouble. Our DB's gonna handle them. Hey, Mag Dog, I look forward to the game tomorrow. What are your thoughts about the Rock playing both ways? Great question, Stella. They're gonna talk about this during this interview as well about Tyler Brown playing both ways. I don't know. I have to see it because I just can't picture him. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see it. I just can't picture him playing both ways, but I do love the fact that Coach Prime allows this to happen because Tyler Brown wasn't doing very good on the offensive line. So maybe he can use his strength in the trenches on the defensive side of the ball. So it actually may benefit him a lot better than it would if he's blocking. So we will see. Coach Prime, when it comes to anybody playing both ways, Coach Prime must see something. Because he's the king when it comes to players playing both ways. Actually, it is on the network Fox, so not cable Fox Sports. Okay, so it's on the network Fox. Texas Tech have way too many key injuries to win. On top of our wide receivers going to destroy them. Facts. Even with the healthy defense, I still feel like our offense is going to get away with this one.
What are you seeing from the entire unit, why they continue to grow?
Yeah, well, we're on our offensive journey, and I think we're playing our best game the coming weeks. And so we played our best game on offense last week. We're more consistent running the football. We're protecting the quarterback better. We can throw it, with the best of them, obviously, because of Shadeur and the skill players. But I think as an offense, we're doing more things better, more consistently. We're able to score early in the game, which helps our defense. And so as we practice more and as we have more success, I think we just continue to play better. And that's what you need to do this time of year.
Talk to me about Isaiah Augustin. What has he shown you kind of in practice that's translated to success in games?
Well, he's a very consistent runner. He had success the other night. He's a little bit of a slasher, so we put him in the pistol a little bit. But he also runs. He's also good with those hard inside runs. Very consistent player. And we got some good looks for him last week, and he took full advantage.
Yeah, I think we're going to definitely have to run the ball, but we shouldn't have to run it as much as other games because Texas Tech, as I said before, have a problem getting to the quarterback. So I think this is one of those games where you can allow Shadeur just to rip it, just allow him to be him. But we will see. We will see. But I do feel like that we shouldn't have to rely so much on the run game. But still running. You still want to keep the defense guessing. So we don't have any comments, so we'll keep going.
From really going back to last season, Coach, you talked about Shadeur and Pat's relationship and why that's been so crucial. When you see specifically in-game from both of you, can you talk me through a little bit what you see and your relationship with Shadeur?
Well, let's go back to at the conclusion of last season when we made the change. Now, you're asking a man to come in with plenty of experience and knowledge to come in and run someone else's offense, which was the most daunting task that you could ask a person.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of trust, respect, and understanding, and he did it. And that kind of brought that relationship together. And you go from there, the off season, the summer, they've kept in touch. I mean, Pat has always been there, and he's a straight shooter. Pat ain't mincing words. He's going to tell you like it is. He's going to challenge not only Shadeur, but everybody on that offense, including the coaches. And he's been there and done that. So Shadeur respects the heck out of him and understands the cause and the why.
I think that's great, man. The relationship between Shadeur and Pat. Pat is definitely he's the coordinators we have for Colorado. In my opinion, is absolutely amazing. Pat Shermer, Robert Livingston. Protect your peace. What's going on with you? Good thing the game isn't in Boulder. Snow. Yes, I saw that. I saw a lot of snow as the Colorado bus was leaving, headed to Texas. Yep, take what's open, start with the run, and then bombs away, 50-point CU. Yes, I like it. I'm not sure what's the over and under this football game, but I definitely would take it over. It's going to be an easy game when Shadeur is about to sit and relax in that backfield. He picks teams apart like a doctor using a scalpel. Just ask UCF about that, not having an attack defense. Yes, if you can't get to if you're not going to get to Shadeur Sanders, you're going to pretty much dominate. So I feel very, very good about this football game, specifically because I feel like Shadeur is going to have time in the pocket, and we all know in America what's going to happen with that. Mag, are you still going to one of the Buffs games? Yes, I want to go to the last home game. Yes, 100%. The last home game, 100%.
How about for you, Pat?
No, it's been great. I think really for any coach and any player, it starts with the relationship first. Yeah. So we were fortunate to be able to connect early on when I got here last year, and it's just continued to build. And I think there's a trust factor. I think we see things a lot the same way. We're able to tweak things. It's really pretty free flow on Saturday. We go in with a few things that we want to do, and then we start to see it on the iPad. It starts to take shape, the way teams are going to play us. And then we get Travis involved. We say, Travis, how's he playing you? All right, we need to get this guy in a dig, or let's throw a bang on this guy. And so then we can make it up a little bit because there is trust and understanding. And so some of the best things we're doing, we're kind of, I wouldn't say we're creating them on the sideline, but we're kind of reformatting some of what we had planned to do because of how they were.
I think that's what makes this team so great is the fact that the players have a voice. You know, a lot of times on football teams, players don't have a voice. You know, what I mean by that is that if they see something, a lot of times coaches feel like they have the answer to everything. And I think that's what makes this team so great is that they can say, hey, you know, I see this right here. We need to do this. And you have coaches like Pat Sherman saying, okay, let's do it. You know, defensive coordinator Robert Livingston may be doing something. He may see something. The player may come over there and say, hey, let's do this. And they like, okay, cool, man. This unit, in my opinion, is so special with what I'm able to see from the outside. I can just imagine how it is inside this locker room, man. It's just amazing, you know, what the relationship, everything about this team, in my opinion, is definitely amazing. Then it says, growing up in Utah, BYU, Utah might be closer than you think. Much hate involved. Yes, I would definitely agree with you on that. It might be closer. It definitely might be closer. We will see. We definitely will see. But I want to see BYU go down eventually. Stephen Charles says, okay, cool. It may be storm and rain for the game. I hope not. I hope not. I think Michael Welch hamstring should be good for this game. Wide receiver Terrell Foot might be healthy enough as well. I'm also ready to see Baby T.O. I've been waiting for him to get his chance on special teams. Yes, I definitely would like to see Baby T.O. We should see him. We should see him. But the last time I heard anything about Baby T.O. from the wide receiver coach, he was saying that he wanted to kind of like wait it out with him. So I think we're probably gonna see Baby T.O. next season, unless you know, barring any injuries. Jones AT&T Stadium, yes, facts. Yeah, that hey, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Utah will win in a dogfight. I hope so, Marcus. I really hope Utah will win this game. You know, I want to see BYU go down. A lot of hype on that team. You know, they're a very, very good football team, but we need them to lose. We still need some outside help while we win every single week.
And it's hilarious. Can you tell them about the play sequence in Arizona? That how you started the game?
Yeah, so Coach said we want to start fast against Arizona. I said, so I said, well, we did it the way we always do it, right? We took a -2 yard loss on a run, took a sack, and then threw one for 30.
There you go.
And we score.
Keep them on their toes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like unbelievable, man.
But these guys are so talented, and they're so smart and instinctive that you can do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a more fluid game, and you know I've always believed get the ball to the playmakers, and so if they got some advice, I don't like turning down a bad idea.
See what I'm saying? If they have some advice, I don't like turning down a bad idea. That's absolutely great for your coach to be willing to allow you to call plays too. That's basically what it sounds like. And so that's what makes this team so dangerous. 92 people in the room, hit the like button on your way in. We just basically going over the interview with Romy Bean and Coach Prime. And I think that's what makes this team so great is that they all on the same page. BYU gonna spank Utah, put a $10,700 bet on that game, take home $24,200. Wow, yeah, if you hit anything, man, send your boy some donations or something, man. Utah was playing two freshmen last game. They just picked one of them. BYU chances of losing against Kansas and Houston is greater. Hey, that's a big bet. But you won big a couple weeks ago. Coach Bear, he be winning a lot of sports bets, so he know what he doing. If you coming for the last game, you got a spot at the Thanksgiving table. Although that might be Cracker Bear. Hey, I take anything, Dennis. But yeah, 100%. I'm banking in on that. 100%. Especially with this being the last, year for a lot of the guys like Travis, Shadeur, Shiloh, all of those guys. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, hey, I take Cracker Bear. BYU will lose. The real question is who will beat them? Great question. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. That's a great question. I mean, Utah is capable of beating them. But I think they had lost that. I think they lost the player though. I'm not sure if I'm not mistaken. Utah just lost their top wide receiver for the season to injury. Yeah, that's true. I think I don't know. I think it's gonna have to be somebody like Kansas. Like Coach Barry said, I won 4 times out of 5, up 25K. Definitely will share the wealth after Saturday when I see you on your next podcast. Appreciate it, Coach Barry. Appreciate that.
Is there anything about Shadeur that we don't see, that you see, that makes him truly elite, aside from, what we always see on the field every Saturday?
Well, I'm not sure what you see, but he's a wonderful human being, and he's so into it. He's so engaged, and especially on the sideline, we started flipping through those, and he's like, we got to do this, we got to do this. And so because he's so engaged and he studies it so much, he's easy to work with.
Yeah.
So you can meet each other more than halfway.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part that he's unique in a lot of ways, right? We can talk for way more than this segment on that, but he's engaged, he's into it, he's got a big heart, and sometimes in the game, he's trying to get the ball to a guy that hasn't gotten the ball in a while.
Which makes us mad.
Yes.
Like, just hit the guy that's open. Quit trying to take care of your friends.
But that shows you that he's got a big heart, and he's advocating for his guys.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy right there. You have Shadeur Sanders trying to feed the ball to some of his friends that ain't getting any catches. That's why I say, what if you are a player out there, a recruit, and you're trying to consider playing for a team, why wouldn't you want to play for somebody like a Coach Prime? It seems like they have a very good family type of atmosphere, just from the outside looking in.
And that people didn't know. The last game, he was out with the flu the whole week. I mean, he was down. And Pat kept saying, is he going to be all right? I said, he'll be fine. Don't worry about it. No, for real. Is he going to be all right?
I was nervous.
I said, Pat, I know him. He's my son. I've been there. He's going to be straight.
Yeah.
And he's 25 for 30.
Well, had you not told us, we would not have known. I hate that the segment's over. I had a whole nother sheet of questions for you, Pat, but thank you for taking the time today. Thanks for all you've brought to Boulder, and good luck on Saturday.
Pat is hilarious, too. Please know that.
You know what?
His sense of humor
is
I'm telling you, man.
I love it. Thank you so much, Pat.
That's amazing right there. Next slide we have is Preston Hodge. Preston Hodge, in my opinion, he's been playing very good football, man. The man came in from Liberty, was highly doubted. He came in and pretty much just took the job. Him, DJ McKinney. That back end been playing great. Of course, Preston Hodge did give up a big pass play in that Kansas State football game, but he was in great position. The wide receiver just made a great play on the ball, but Preston Hodge definitely been getting a lot of love, and I think he deserves it. So we're about to get ready to react to him. Sebastian says, I will be at the game, of course. By the way, did you hear about what Indiana said about Juju? No, and enlighten me on what was said. I didn't hear anything in regards to that. Coach Bear says Utah is relying on the defense to save them. That D tackle that went down gonna hurt them. Their defense was holding teams to roughly 2 to 3 touchdowns, but I don't see that happen against an air raid BYU. No, I don't see that neither. I feel like BYU's air raid offense, in my opinion, is going to take away in this Utah game. The real big test. The only team to really take them down that's not on their schedule is Colorado, in my opinion. I will be at the game on Saturday. By the way, did you hear what Indiana said about Juju? No, I don't know what they say about Juju. So let's see what we got with Preston Hodge.
Back into Coach Prime's playbook. Such a treat today sitting down with cornerback Preston Hodge. You're making some great picks this season, great plays here all over the place. And you got a great journey, right? From JUCO, now making your way to Power 4, as we call it. What has your first season at Colorado been like for you?
Everything I imagined it. Coming from Liberty, I don't think I was getting developed the way I was supposed to. And, obviously I wasn't around to watch Coach Prime, but watching him on YouTube and stuff like that, I know he's the best to ever play the game. And as a DB, why not play for the best,
Yeah.
you know, to get developed, to give me that extra push that I need to get to where I need to be, which is the NFL.
Let's talk about that push. Let's talk about that push. What's been the difference? Like I know when you're coming from Liberty, but you get here and you get on the practice field, then you start saying what to yourself? Like,
I'm here.
Preston Hodge been playing great, man. Every time I see Preston Hodge, DJ McKinney, I can't help but think about my Kamani McLean. You know, just where he would have been if he would have just stayed. But when I see guys like Preston Hodge, DJ McKinney fill in and do what Coach Prime asks, and then you can see it on the field with what it comes with when they listen to somebody like a Coach Prime, man. I think Preston Hodge definitely has been taking on the challenge of being that starter in the slot. He gonna have a big task this week though. That wide receiver, I can't remember his name, and I hate that because I actually reacted to his interview this week. But Preston Hodge is really gonna have his work cut out this week. That wide receiver he's a beast. But I do feel like Preston will take advantage. You know, he gonna make some plays. That's the slot receiver's gonna make some plays. You guys gonna hear in a second where Coach Prime is gonna talk about that wide receiver that Preston Hodge gonna have to. He gonna have some problems, man, with that receiver. Also, Utah's DBs are suspect. Pastor Corey in the house, man. What's good? He said, "Hey, family, I almost missed the live." Yeah, what's good, Pastor Corey? He always chiming in with us. Texas Tech has one of the worst pass defenses. Boy, we about to get active. Everybody know our wide receiver core is like that. Facts. I agree, King J. Yes, if you can't get to Shadeur Sanders, he's gonna eat you alive. They will no longer be recruiting him since he canceled a visit there for the second time. Oh wow. They probably mad though. I mean, he's taking all the visits with Colorado. In my opinion, it's obvious that's where he's going. How can I send you a link to a video of some racists trying to hate on CU? Just send it to my Instagram. I'll share it in here, but it's no surprise if we get or we've been seeing a lot of those type of comments. Prime dug in his media bag on that one. Yeah, he did. He did. I believe Colorado can win the rest of their games. USC might lose at least 2 out of their last 3 games. I don't even know if they are going to make a bowl game. I think Lincoln Riley might be out if he loses 2 more games. Yes, 100%. If he loses 2 more games, and it's crazy because Lincoln Riley has had success, but it don't take much for a team to start turning against you.
I try to basically switch everything that I was doing at Liberty and bring it on the field here. You know, I struggled at finishing when I was at that other school, and you and Coach Mathis have been on me every day, and I feel like I'm getting better at that, especially in practice. And like you say, what you do in practice, what you do on the field. So.
And just the lights, like the lights of the enormity of a play. Like when you give up a play, it's enormous. But when you make a play, it's enormous.
Yes, sir.
So how's that been?
It's been great. I mean, obviously, on the other side, like you said, when I've gave up a play, you know,
yeah, but
I mean, it is what it is.
But when he give up a play, he's the first one out to practice the next week. The first one hit drills. He working his butt off. We're like, stay right there. Stay right there. And we love that about him because he wants to atone for that.
Hey, that's crazy. Let's see. We got what's your Instagram? My Instagram is right here. Sunfire Brown in the house from San Francisco, Cali. I hope everyone's day is going well. Glad I caught you live. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Sunfire Brown been going strong with me with the badge all year. That means a lot to me for real. Nebraska and Notre Dame is going to give them hell, which Notre Dame going to beat them for sure. Now, Nebraska has a great chance to take them out. As for UCLA, not sure what they're going to do against them. Yeah, I don't know, though. I mean, I hope so. I hope you're right. Because BYU is looking good right now. But I hope you are right because we need them to lose. 95 people in the room, hit the like button.
I know you guys joking about that, but what is that? What does that mean when you see, right? First one in after he makes a mistake.
Because
what does that show you?
He does not settle for mediocrity. He don't want to be the guy that's talked about for a whole week that didn't do the job.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to correct this right now. We're going to get this straight right now because this is not going to happen again because I see the repercussions of this happening. I'm not going to allow this to happen. So I love it that he takes that upon himself and like, we're going to right this wrong immediately.
Yeah, like he said, I think that's one thing I've changed from that Kansas State game. Ever since after that game, I've been first one to practice. I finish every play at practice to win the games, like Arizona and Cincinnati. I feel like what I've done at practice has translated to the game.
Yeah, see, he got it figured out, you know. And like I say, I wish Kamani, you know, would have done the same, you know, because with what he's doing at Florida, he could have did way more at Colorado if he would have just stayed patient. Sunfire Brown says, I'm going to keep the faith. I say we're going to win every last one of them. Our boys are on point. Facts. Talking about USC, they have to play Notre Dame. Okay. Nebraska and UCLA left on their schedule. Okay, yeah. You may be right because the quarterback, Miller Moss, he's I like Miller Moss though for USC. So we will see about that one, Coach Barry. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think USC might get him. My point is, the more games USC lose, which they have 3 left, hurts Lincoln Riley's stock at the university and further pushes Juju and others away from USC and onto Colorado. Yes, that would be nice. That would be definitely nice if that happens.
How gratifying is that when you're seeing it? We're seeing it come through. Is that who's next? And that is the Texas Tech Raiders coming off a massive win. How gratifying is that when you're seeing it? We're seeing it come through. Does that motivate you to keep going?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. And it shows that what he says is not just fluff. Word in the air.
Yeah,
you know?
it's real. It's like when we game plan and we sit up there watching tape. We know, okay, Tufo got that. He good. We're going to be straight. Now, he has a daunting task this week because they got a slot receiver that's pretty good. They go to him quite a bit. But when we play against someone like that, I say to myself, he's going to get one. He's going to get one this week. And normally when he gets one, it's at a big moment. It's a big time. It's not just an average one. And I felt like he got one last game. They just took it from him.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I don't know about that, but you are right. Coming through in the big moments. Preston, thank you for taking the time today. It's been such a treat. Can't wait to see the big moment play that you pull off at Texas Tech. Thank you for joining us.
Yes,
Good luck on Saturday. We're gonna
Yeah, that's the thing about Preston Hodge. He definitely gets interceptions in the big moments. Like when we really need it, Preston Hodge do come through, man. A lot of his interceptions be insane when he make a play. Mark McNeely, what's good? He says, Mag Dog, what's up? What's good? We just going over the interview with Romy Bean, and we're talking about the game with Romy Bean and Coach Prime, and we're basically just talking about the game, this big game on tomorrow, man. We have to win this game. We got to win out, get some outside help still. 96 people in the room, hit the like button. So let's see what the head coach had to say about Shadeur, and let's see how Coach Prime feels about their relationship, because they do have a relationship.
Who's next? And that is the Texas Tech Raiders coming off a massive win. They just beat Iowa State 23-22. Quite a thrilling game. 6-3 on the season. That's their first win over a top 10 team since 2010. But they are kind of a tale of two teams. Best offense in the Big 12, worst defense. Let's hear from head coach Joey McGuire, who's a big fan, of course, like we all are, of Shadeur and Travis.
I believe we're facing two of the best college football players in the country. One is probably the leader in the Heisman right now, Travis Hunter. I mean, he's a generational player. Then, in my opinion, I think that Shadeur Sanders is the best quarterback in college football. If I was an NFL GM and I had a pick to where I needed a quarterback, he'd be the first quarterback taken in this year's draft. He should be.
Now, some people, I'm gonna allow you guys to see Coach Prime's response to that, but we went over this. I actually made a video reacting to this interview. A lot of you were saying that you wouldn't say that because if Texas Tech quarterback, hearing your head coach say those things, then it's going to discourage you. If anything, it should motivate you and make you show your coach, like, wait a minute, coach, I'm him too. So, but I mean, I don't feel anything wrong with what he said. You guys can drop in the comments and let me know if you guys feel like that he said anything wrong in regards to, Shadeur being the best quarterback in the country when he has a quarterback, it's, as far as Texas Tech. But me personally, I don't think he said anything wrong, man. I think he just was being honest. Speaking of players stepping up, I love how Samuel Oklanola, 6'4", 245, has stepped up and looking NFL ready. He's only a sophomore too. Yes. Hey, that front four is definitely looking very good, man. Coach Sapp, you guys saw that video I made yesterday. Coach Sapp been at their neck, you know what I'm saying? And it's translating over. We hear all the time the coaches and the players speaking about practice translating over into the game. And it's definitely showing. So let's hear what Coach Prime had to say about Texas Tech head coach.
You got to agree with everything he said, but I know you got a really close relationship.
Yeah, that's my man.
With Joey McGuire. What do you like and what he's done with that Texas Tech team?
He's phenomenal. I mean, he is phenomenal, but he was that way in high school, winning a couple state titles in the inner city and well-respected, revered. Just an overall great dude. I mean, he coached Bucky. I used to go watch his practices, and obviously watched him in the games, and he was attention to detail. That's a great human being. Love kids, was coaching his son as well on his team. But Joey's one of my favorites, man. And he is what coaching should be.
Yeah.
He's consistent. He's old school, unapologetically, which I adore.
Yeah. He's got some playmakers, too. One that obviously always comes to mind for everybody's Taj Brooks, over 4,000 yards in his career. What stands out to you about him?
Man, first of all, that whole offense, they're versatile. They can throw the ball. They can run the ball as well. This guy is so darn patient. I mean, it's like Le'Veon Bell kind of.
Yeah, he's very, very patient with his cuts. He definitely reminds me a lot of Le'Veon Bell. That was very strategic. Don't make CU hungry. Let them relax. Facts. I agree. I think that definitely was strategic. And I noticed that a lot of the coaches is way different this year than last year. Last year, they was doing a lot of noise talking. This year, they see what Coach Prime has. They see that, and I think they know not to actually press that button, because when you press that button, Colorado plays even better. So we have the last slide. This one is, more of a passionate slide. You know what I'm saying? Life happens and things like that. But we got to react to it. So I'm going to go ahead and play this slide.
Coach, you shared some hard-hitting news just a couple weeks ago. You got Nikhil Webb-Walker dealing with lymphoma. It's hard for anybody, but especially for such a young man. How did you see your team respond to that news?
It's family, man. That's not just a teammate or a young man I'm coaching. That's family. Like the way the kids held him and embraced him and loved on him and there for him, it's family. And you understand then it's bigger than football. It's not just about football. And that was so darn touching. Everybody in there during the crying. I mean, but what he's going through, what he's dealing with is tremendous. And I'm so proud of him for just standing up there and letting everyone know that. And our prayers goes out to him, and I know everybody out there watching the program right now is praying for he and his mother as well.
Yeah, we certainly are doing so many prayers for him. How is he doing?
Doing well. Mentally.
Yes.
Mentally and emotionally. He's doing well. He's a fighter, man.
Yeah.
He's a fighter.
And is he going to be with you as he goes through treatment?
Well, he's going to be back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, prayers for him, man. Prayers for him, It's just a reminder, man, to cherish every moment that we get, for sure, man. Ain't no such thing as age. But yeah, Coach Berry says Dayon Hayes is still going through an injury. He had a special undisclosed procedure done a few weeks ago. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I think that was beautiful. That's the strong young. Yeah, fact. That's very beautiful, man. He's going to be great, though. You know what I'm saying? He has the right people around him, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what we want to do, is react to the interview with Romy Bean and Coach Prime. She does an amazing job doing these interviews. I have a content creator that's going to start joining me as far as reactions to some of these interviews. So you guys definitely don't want to miss that. When Dayon played for Pitt, he hurt his knee bad too. I'm thinking it was his knee again that he hurt because nobody's stating what his injury is. Could be. It definitely could be. Um, it definitely could be something like that. But we won't know because, as you said before, they haven't really stated it. But that could possibly be what he's going through right now. I'm interested to see if we're going to see a little bit of Khalil Benson. But I mean, I wouldn't change much. I mean, Colorado is playing great football. They're not ranked 20, 21 on accident. You know, I think that they should continually do what they've been doing, and you know, just keep playing, man. And hopefully we can get some losses from BYU. Who is that? Kansas State, Iowa State lost. So I mean, that helped us a lot. But hopefully we can still get some more losses between those teams that's ahead of us right now in regards to the Big 12. But overall, it was a very, very good interview. I'm very, very excited for the game on tomorrow. I feel like it's going to come down to a few turnovers. I think Coach Prime even said the same thing during an interview. It's going to come down to who can limit the amount of turnovers. Sunfire Brown says we have an early game tomorrow. I'm so happy. I'm saying 41-17. Do you have a prediction, Mag Dog, in chat? Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, Sunfire Brown. Yeah, I'm very happy that we have an earlier game than late. With what I was able to see with Texas Tech, I'm gonna say, oh man, I'm gonna say 40, 49, 41. You know, it's gonna be a tight game in my opinion. I think it's gonna be tight. If we do score, I mean, if we do score, I mean, if we beat them by 2 touchdowns, it'd be great. But Texas Tech is not a team to take lightly. You know, they beat Iowa State. They score a lot. 17 points to me is too little for an offense. For the number one offense to only give them 17 points. I hope you are telling the truth, but I feel like 17 points is shorting it. You know, if I'm gonna be realistic, I'm gonna give them at least 40-some points. They score a lot. They run a fast tempo style offense, which means they're gonna get on the ball and they're gonna go fast, and they're gonna try to wear our defense down. Our defense is very good at pace. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is like normal pace, not that fast pace. So our defense is gonna have to be ready to run. They're gonna have to run a lot. They're gonna try to tire us down. So we're gonna need depth in regards to the defense. So I'm gonna give them more than 17 points. I love that. I mean, 41-17 is absolutely amazing to take. But if I'm gonna be realistic with y'all, as you guys know, I'm always realistic. I'm gonna give Texas Tech more than 17 points. But I will say this: if you are right, Saturday, I'm gonna have to give you a shout out. I'm gonna have to give you a shout out because I just don't see it. So you would be out doing me as far as your predictions. So I'm gonna say 40. I'm gonna go 49-42. I'm gonna go 49-42. Well, let me see. Yeah, 49-42. This team is different from last year. They all believe I'm ready for tomorrow's game. Yes, I'm ready. He was a huge factor for us when he was healthy and played his last game against BYU. He was the sack leader on the team. I hate that happened because he was a serious monster pass rusher for us. Yeah, he was, man. He really was. And it just go to show you, man, you just gotta, you know, stay prayed up. You never know. These guys are in shape. They're young. And for that to happen to him, you know, it's an eye catcher. I think CU defense will shut down their offense. Hey, I hope you're right. I hope Stella and Sunfire Brown, I hope both of y'all are right. I can't see Texas Tech being held to. Then I see Coach Barry got 21. So we're gonna see though. I mean, we all gonna see. I don't forget predictions. I got Coach Barry, Stella, and Sunfire Brown. Y'all giving them at least 21. So we're gonna see. Any more predictions in the chat? I think we're pretty much done. Unless you guys have anything else to say. But I do feel like Colorado will win. BYU, I got a feeling they're gonna go down tomorrow, man. We're gonna see though. I hope Coach Barry wins. So we're gonna root for BYU to win this game on tomorrow. But I always have a feeling about, top ranked teams. Every weekend, there's always top ranked teams going down. I mean, we see it every single weekend. So, but I hope my guy Coach Barry wins. So I'm not gonna root against them, but I'm just gonna say I feel like upsets definitely will take place on tomorrow. 52 to 28 Buffs. Brooks 110, 2 TDs. Okay, you give him 28. 52-28 is a large margin too. So we're gonna see. We definitely gonna see, man. But that's pretty much it. 99 people in the room. Hit the like button. I'm very excited for this game though, for sure. And till next time. Peace.
You got to agree with everything he said, but I know you got a really close relationship.
Yeah, that's my man.
With Joey McGuire. What do you like and what he's done with that Texas Tech team?
He's phenomenal. I mean, he's phenomenal, but he was that way in high school, winning a couple state titles in the inner city and well-respected, revered. Just an overall great dude. I mean, he coached Bucky. I used to go watch his practices, obviously watched him in the games, and he was attention to detail. Just a great human being. Love kids, was coaching his son as well on his team. But Joey's one of my favorites, man. And he is what coaching should be.
Yeah.
He's consistent. He's old school, unapologetically, which I adore.
Yeah. He's got some playmakers, too. One that obviously always comes to mind for everybody's Taj Brooks, over 4,000 yards in his career. What stands out to you about him?
Man, first of all, that whole offense, they're versatile. They can throw the ball. They can run the ball as well. This guy